This week on the Lee Ferrero Project.
So it's the morning of my surgery. A little nervous. Just the thought of it is the problem. Someone's going to be cutting into my balls. Cut the tube.
With their teeth?
Scissors.
Like, okay.
And then
No scalpel.
What kind of a doctor do you think I'm going to?
So you're doing it wrong.
What do you mean?
You should be encouraging people to do this.
Okay. Oh, a little bit. Pain or pressure? I don't know. Maybe pain.
We're pretty much like two cripples
Yeah, that's right.
in the city.
Yeah. Allie's recovering from labor,
I
and
had a baby 3 days ago.
I had my balls removed, so
Your balls were not removed. Hi, I'm Alejandra.
And I'm Steven.
We have two boys, Oliver and Tomas.
Together, we are the Lee Ferrero Project. Hey guys, how's it going? Just here in the office today. If you look outside, it's a little rainy out there. Nice view from in here, but one thing that's been really tough for me, it's kind of been just with the last month or two, I've been pretty stressed out with trying to just get everything closed out and getting my life kind of like tied up neatly in a bow so that we can actually leave and not be super worried and have like loose ends that things that we're trying to get done while we're in Colombia that need to get done here. So I've been a little stressed out, losing a little sleep. Last night I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and then my mind just started racing on all the things that I needed to get done and just couldn't fall back to sleep. Yeah, it's just, it gets exhausting. So, just be glad once I get it all done. Just finishing out things here at the end is going to be a little stressful and a little tough, but it'll be well worth it once it's done.
Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me low, I've been high.
Hey guys, so it's the day before my vasectomy, my minor operation, and just wanted to go through some of the information with you that I'm gonna experience tomorrow and in the days to come. At first, reading it seems pretty standard. You go through, avoid alcohol 2 days before, don't take any ibuprofen, little things like that. Ice a lot. They want you to wear some scrotal support, a jock strap or something. Abstain from sex, no heavy lifting. And then you kind of ease back into your activities after about a week or so. It says, call the doctor immediately if you feel worrisome pain, experience any worrisome swelling. And then I got to this page, and it goes through some of the side effects that are a little less common. 1 in 2,000 scrotal hematoma.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
It's just part of the process.
Right. Okay.
Causing a grapefruit-sized tender scrotum, disabling you for 2 months.
You should be encouraging men to do this. This doesn't sound very encouraging.
This is the process that I need to go through. It's part of me dealing with the loss
Okay.
of my manhood.
Oh, that means losing your manhood? I thought manhood meant something else.
So-
This is why men don't go through labor. You would die. Just die.
This is a lot to consider. I don't know if I put enough time and energy into really considering whether this is the right option for me. Yikes. Oh. I don't know. What am I gonna do? I don't have to show up there. I don't have to do it. I could just pretend that I did it. I could fake a little bit of an injury, ice it a little bit, and who would know? As long as I'm careful. I don't know, guys. The things we do for love. Allie just keeps making fun of me. She doesn't understand that it's not only the physical pain that I'm going to be going through, but it's the emotional trauma that I'm going to be having to go through for the rest of my life.
You have to be kidding me. This is getting crazy, Steven.
See? She just doesn't understand. Just can't know the pain and the suffering that I'm going to be going through, inside and out. Yeah. There really needs to be like a ceremony or something to really acknowledge the loss, the emptiness that's going to be left behind.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
leave me alone. This is part of my process, okay?
But this is crazy, Steven.
She just doesn't understand. Doesn't understand what I'm losing, how I'm going to be different, changed. So, in general, I'm not worried really at all for this procedure. It's a standard medical procedure. It just gets done in a doctor's office. So, how bad could it be? But, it's just one of those things. Nobody wants to get surgery down there. It's not something you think about having to have done. It didn't really dawn on me that this would be something that is even a possibility for me until my older brother had it done. And then now me and my wife have decided that mostly my wife, have decided that this is the best idea for our family. So little bit of anxiety, pre-op anxiety, but I'm not too worried and I think it'll all go well. So it's the morning of my surgery. Got up, took Oliver to daycare, was able to grab some of Allie's stuff from her office. She had to rush out of there with having her water break in the office, so picked up a few of her things at her office. Now I've just showered, had some breakfast. About half an hour and I'll be at my appointment getting it done. A little nervous about the vasectomy, but I think it should be fine. I'm not really worried. I know it's not going to be painful, too bad or anything. Just the thought of it is the problem. The thinking about someone's going to be cutting into my balls. So that's probably the only thing. So yeah, just packing my bag and got just some minor painkillers just in advance. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we're just driving to the doctor's office. Get to my appointment, my big day. Yeah, it's a nice rainy day for my vasectomy. It's kind of fitting. It's like a sad day, kind of depressing, like a day of loss.
This is so ridiculous. I'm laughing. at the situation.
A day of great sorrow
For whom?
for my balls.
Poor balls.
Hey, they're gonna go through a traumatic event. There's going to be cutting and ripping and burning, and they have never experienced any of those things before.
So you're doing it wrong.
What do you mean?
You should be encouraging people to do this.
If you don't want to have any surprises, then it's something that you should consider. But I'm
There's
not.
no bad. Just do it. Just go for it. Do it.
One thing I was wondering, I kind of want to try to film like my face reactions to what's going on. Should I ask the doctor, or should I just do it like discreetly and like so that he can't say no?
I have no words. Ready?
Ready. All right, here we go. I think it was on the second floor.
Lately I've been high. I will not know what nobody knows. I will not go where nobody goes. I lost my way, but I found my fighter's destiny. I don't wanna look back now, 'cause I know that I don't need you. I won't let you take me down. 'Cause lately I've been
Right, so little needle coming, ready?
Okay.
Keep really still, needle coming right now. Just keep the needle on the same side. The needle coming on your right hand side. Alright, how's it going?
Good.
That should be the worst part of it, okay?
Okay. Wasn't too bad. Just a small pinch.
Okay, so a little bit of tugging and pulling to the groin.
Okay.
Someone's squeezing the nuts a little bit with the pressure. You shouldn't feel anything sharp in there.
Okay.
There's a pressure feeling now on your left hand side.
Okay.
Any pain?
No.
Pressure on your right hand side now.
Okay.
Any pain?
A little bit.
Pain or pressure?
I don't know. Maybe pain.
Give me the forms for the semen analysis and everything, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, so we get done at 2 and 3 months from today. Drop it off at the lab within an hour. We'll call you with the results.
Okay.
Next week, just text me, let me know how you're doing.
Sure.
If you're not feeling good at any stage, feel free to call me.
Okay.
Lately I've been high. I will not know what nobody knows. I will not go where nobody goes. I lost my way, but I found my fighter's destiny. I don't wanna look back now, 'cause I know that I don't need you. I won't let you take me down.
Just up your legs for me. Go through the bed. You'll be the doctor.
Awesome. Thank you.
Don't traumatize you too much.
What's that, sorry?
Don't traumatize you too much.
Yeah. No, it went really well. Everyone
Everyone said it would be nothing big, and it was probably less than I even expected, so. Yeah, thanks a lot.
What was that?
This? It's my collection cup for testing my sperm, or to see that there isn't any sperm left. So just the requisition, so I just do it at home and drop it off.
Awesome. So, tell me about it.
So it went well. It was quick. There was a poke, a pinch, kind of when the needle goes into the freezing, right?
Where?
Into my ball sack.
Really? Did it hurt?
A little bit, not bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then there's like a pressure that you get while they're like doing the procedure, right? And actually when they were doing the right side, it was like pressure, but then it was like also pain. And then so they did some extra freezing on that part.
I know, okay. So they have to freeze you again? Like give you more?
Yeah, so he's like, I was like, you're gonna feel some pressure. Okay, pressure. And then it was lots and lots of pressure. And then like, oh, I would call that pain, not pressure.
Okay.
So he asked me, is it pressure or is it pain? And I was like, I'm gonna say pain.
Okay. Look, this guy's is crying for you. So he gave you more. And then?
And then it was quick doing the stitches and stuff. And then there was the burning. I could see like a little bit of smoke going up from the burning.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can see just in like the corner of my eye, a little bit of tear well up and a tear streamed down my face.
Oh my gosh.
And not because I was in pain, but just for the loss of my boys.
Your soldiers. Okay, this was serious. It turned out okay. Let's go. So now what?
Now I just go home and I rest. And I just text the doctor and tell him how I'm doing this week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, I guess. Like,
Did he say that you're gonna get like any kind of pain?
of course, there's gonna be pain, like as the freezing goes off. Yeah, no, surprisingly, with the freezing and that, right now I feel pretty good. Like I have kind of like a weird feeling of just kind of like, I don't know, going on in my body, but it's not pain or anything, so everything feels good. Just, I guess, frozen down there. I'm sure as that wears off, there'll be a little bit of pain anyway. I'm not really worried about it. It's just kind of fun and games with this and trying to amuse myself so I don't think about it too much.
We're pretty much like two cripples
That's right.
in the city.
Yeah, Allie's recovering from labor.
I had a baby 3 days ago.
Yeah.
3 days ago, and I am driving and outside.
And now I have my balls removed, so
Your balls were not removed. What are you talking about?
I'm now a unit officially. So it'll be a little bit of time recovering physically and emotionally. So yeah,
Your balls were not removed.
so I can't do any heavy lifting or anything.
He still has his balls.
Well, what's left of them?
Did they cut your balls? I mean, in your balls. I thought they did cut your balls.
So they stuck the needle in, and then I think what they do, so they poke a hole, and then they rip it open, is what they do. Because they call it no scalpel vasectomy, right? So I think they stick in their little like needle or whatever, then they spread it open so that it rips open, and then they pull out the tube, cut the tube, tie
Their teeth?
scissors,
Like, okay.
and then
No scalpel.
what kind of a doctor do you think I'm going to?
You have been like very dramatic about this whole
So
thing.
then they like tie off both ends, and then they cauterize, burn both and so that no sperm can get through unless they're like acrobats and they like do like jump across. Yeah, apparently like 1 in like 10,000 or something it happens somehow. I don't know how.
What?
They're really dedicated soldiers.
No.
Yeah.
Your soldiers can make babies. That has been proven.
Yes, they can.
Is there a chance?
Wow, it's 99.9% effective.
No. No.
I'm doing the tests, right, to see that there's no active sperm.
But how are you gonna check on the jumping ones?
That's the thing. Still that like 1 in a million chance or whatever it is that it could happen.
That is so not right.
It'll be okay. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
We'll be fine. You say that because you have never gone through labor.
You said this labor was much better.
It doesn't mean that I want to do it again.
So, just getting home after the procedure. You know what? My legs do feel a little wobbly. I wonder if that's from the freezing or something, but I don't know. So I wasn't looking. I didn't want to see what was going on down there. I wonder what this looks like now. Okay, so just normal with a bandage on it. So this is my setup for the next day at least. Gotta hang out mostly here and just rest, watch some TV, and relax and ice my balls basically. Try not to lift anything too much or move around too much. I am starting to feel kind of like a little bit of weird kind of things in my stomach and in my balls a little bit, probably as the freezing starts to go away. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
To tell me you're no good.
Well, can't lie, the diet has not gone amazing this week with the surprise birth, Thomas, this surgery. The diet has been a secondary thought for me. People have been bringing donuts and things like that. And that's kind of been part of my diet these past few days. I'll just have to double down a little harder next week. So, end of day 1 after the vasectomy. I just finished changing my bandage. Everything seems good. The pain really hasn't gotten bad at all. Just a little tender, just maybe a tiny bit of throbbing pain. All in all, I have to say, thumbs up for vasectomies. Please like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. And if you want to see our videos continue, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.
See you next week.